So my whole family knows all about Nicola. But what I found out when I got to Israel is that Nicola's older brother did not know anything.
Just keep it in secret.
When your own friend exposes you, so you keep it a secret. You know, the problem with Nicola is that he always wants to be right, you know, and he never wants to compromise. So of course, when, you know, one of his own friends expose him, he's definitely not happy about that. In fact, his response says it all.
So what can you do for Misha to make her very happy, especially with your family?
Leave the family alone. It's between me and Misha, not family.
The way my man's like, leave the family alone is between me and Misha. Bro, like, he's just asking you the same question that Misha's been asking you. So what difference does it make at this point? The same question. And at the end of the day, if it's between you and Misha, then why haven't you answered Misha already anyway? How about that?
But I loved Wasim's question about what could you do to make Misha happy in regards to that.
I mean, to be honest with you, we can all imagine that the answer he gives is never going to be a straightforward answer, because every answer he gives always has to have some sort of complication behind it.
And just think about it.
Do you know how much I sacrificed for her in the 48 hours? And she keep begging me about my mom and my brother, like a crazy Misha.
You know what? Let's talk about that. I really hate it when people have the response of, but do you know what I sacrificed? Why does the word sacrifice have to be used in a relationship? If your relationship is healthy, the word sacrifice shouldn't exist. Maybe sometimes, give or take. But for the most part, it shouldn't exist. And even when it does exist, it shouldn't exist in a way that it gives you an excuse to avoid something. You be used in some type of other capacity. What that is, I can't give an example right now, but if you know, you know. You know what I'm saying? People in a healthy relationship will know. But the fact is, though, what he's not understanding is, he said this has nothing to do with sacrifice. This has to do with the principle of making sure your partner feels wanted, with the principle that your partner feels accepted. Each and every time that we meet someone that we want to get to know, and we meet someone not only that we want to get to know, but we also feel like we have a future with, it's very crucial for a lot of people to find out, but is their family going to be okay with us? Is their family going to accept us? You know? End of the day, in fact, sometimes it's something about accepting. Sometimes it's a matter of, listen, I'm so proud that you're my partner that I want to show you off to my family. You know, I want my brother to know who you are. I want my sister to know who you are. I want my mom and dad, my uncle, cousins, everybody to know who you are because I'm proud of you. And you're all mine. And I want them to see what I love. I want them to experience that. That is what it's all about when it comes to people wanting to show you to their family. Sometimes people do want to show you to the family so they can interrogate you and things. You know what I'm saying? But the fact that he's ignoring that is pathetic. So therefore, him saying that, but I've sacrificed this and that, bro, you mentioning your woman to your family is not a sacrifice. It's an honor. It's an honor. So the fact that you don't want to do that, I can't imagine how it makes her feel. You know? And it's not gonna make her feel great to the slightest. Understand this, a lot of women and men, but I find it, but because I'm a man, I've experienced more women, because obviously I date women, not men, right? But I can tell this now from my experience of being around women, women love their family and they always want to be able to show off their man to their family, especially a man that they feel like is going to be theirs. Without a shadow of a doubt. Hey, continue.
Me saying to you a lot, like, are you listening to me, Nicola? Like, did you just hear what I said? And often the response to that is, I didn't.
Trust me, that is not a good thing, bro. A woman's asking, did you hear me? It means what she's saying, she wants to be heard. You giggling is not a laughing matter.
I want to feel like Nicola is proud, happy I'm here, and cares.
It's quite sad that she has to speak to him as if he's a little kid, to be honest with you. And it's not the fact that she's doing this intentional. It's just the fact is she's been trying to get a point across for so long. She's just at that point where it's like, how else can I do it? So now I'm going to have to break it down. This is actually tragic to watch.
That I'm here.
Mm-hmm. I do. I do care and I do proud that you're here, Misha.
Because after this long...
Oh my God, Misha, I cry now.
You know, I'm going to tell you this now. I'm a man that I don't like tears. I hate when people cry. I'm just like, why are you crying for me? But I can tell you this now. In this scenario here, I understand it. completely understand it. So my point is, if I understand when someone is crying, trust me, I know that they're crying for a very good reason. I may not agree with the fact that you need to cry, but I understand it. You know what I mean? And his response is not acceptable. Oh my God, are you crying, Misha? She's crying because you don't make her feel special. She's crying because you're hiding her from your family. She's crying because you don't listen to anything that she says. That's why she's crying. She's crying because she's been trying to stand up for a while and you're just not listening. Why are you crying, Misha? Talk about put her down, man.
Just let me be me.
Too emotional, Misha, sometimes.
What a way to just slam your partner down. You're too emotional sometimes, Misha. Maybe she wouldn't be too emotional if you was a better partner. If you was a more understanding partner. How about that? Why don't you self-reflect, Nicola?
If someone feels bad about something, Nicola, is it better that you wrap your arms around that person and no, don't do it because stop. No.
Sorry I have to keep pausing, but of course, for my purposes, but I really like what she just did there and also what she does next here.
You, Nicola, have to start acting from your heart. I can't mechanically tell you all the time how to treat me. Because can you imagine what it would be like for me to live my whole life with someone feeling like they don't really care?
You know what I mean? Like, she ain't lying. Where is the lie in what she just said there? I know for sure there's probably some ladies out there, even some men out there who probably watched this scene, even now or back when it shared. Some of you probably got teary-eyed for her. I gotta say, man, like, Misha has got to be one of the most genuine people that I've seen on 90 Day Fiancé in a minute, to be honest with you. At first, I was a bit skeptical. But the way she's moving, especially in this episode. I mean, woman seems like as if she's got a great heart. It's a shame that no American man was able to make a wife out of her, you know what I mean, like, for the rest of her life. But then again, maybe her relationship with her past is what's made her into the woman that she is now. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we have to go for heartbreak to become better, to become stronger, to become perfect life. I don't know. But we continue.
So what? What do you want? Hugs? You got hugs, Misha?
Nicola,
What do you need?
did you hear what I just said?
I mean, you said it yourself. Man never hears what you just said. It's funny because the conversation started off with, you know, whenever I say to you, did you hear what I said? You always say no. And now we're back to that point where she's actually now generally asking him that. She gave him the example, and now she's asking him, this is peak. God damn.
Misha thinks she is the victim. I don't think she cry for good reason. What I done to her that she cry?
Whew. Boy, man's talking about victim. I won't lie to you, man. There's a lot of times that people play victim mentality. They're saying victim mentality, to be honest with you. I mean, maybe it is, but I don't really see it that way, to be honest with you. I see it more as like, listen, you're not hearing me. This is you're not hearing me crying. I'm trying to connect with you type stuff. To be honest with you, Misha's behaving as if like this is her last resort of finally being in a relationship with someone. And she's like, damn, still not working, you know? But this guy is too busy talking about how, you know, whatever flipping mumbo jumbo you just said there, but this guy.
She thinks Nicola is always need to change and everything is good with me. Because I am Misha, I have experience, I know what is good, and Nicola, you know what is wrong.
Boy. I won't lie to you, bro, man. Whatever conversation you're having with Misha is not the one that I'm seeing personally. I'm not seeing what you're saying. You know what I mean? Okay, I'm not seeing what you're experiencing. End of the day, it's not a matter where she's trying to change you. It's a matter where she's, and it's crazy. I didn't see this last week, but a lot of people said in the comment section, it's a matter where people said last week it was a matter of her setting her boundaries. That was the case of last week's episode. And I get it now. You know what I mean? I didn't see it then, but this week here, this isn't a matter necessarily of setting boundaries. This is a matter of just letting you know how you're making me feel. She's not talking about changing you. She's just saying that she shouldn't have to tell you when she needs a cuddle. She shouldn't have to tell you when, you know, she needs to be made to be special. Do you know what I mean? Like, end of the day, what she's telling you is that everything that's been going on in your relationship so far that has worked since you've been physically together has been a matter of her. It's been a matter of the fact that she's had to tell you. She's had to give you a manual to the book of this is how we should be in a relationship. You know what I mean? But that is not changing. She's just telling you, like, this is how I will feel loved. This is how I want to feel connected. And it's a matter of, and it's a question for you. Do you feel like you can live up to what she requires to feel loved? To have that wholesome, complete feeling? And if you feel like you don't have that natural ability, then that's fine. That's why she talks about, at the end of the day, she wants you to act based on your love for her. Because she doesn't feel like you're acting on love. You know, she feels like you're acting on the basis of the fact that she's always asking you for things. Why can't you just do something for her without her having to voice it? Trust me, man, when she said that, I hear that loud and clear. I remember when I was my ex. God damn, sometimes she'd be like, why have I always got to tell you to do things for? Why? And I'd be like, because I'm not a mind reader. But fast forward a few years later on now, since my breakup, I've always been about 3 years now, whatever. Fast forward now, there's moments I look back and I'm like, you know what? I see what she meant then. And it's crazy because the savage part about it, or not even the savage, but the honest part about it, I look at it now and I say to myself, I guess I just didn't do those things because I was probably at a point in my life where I was disconnected to my partner. Probably why I wasn't doing certain things, you know, organically from the heart. You know what I mean? That's why I had to be told to do certain things because my mind was now starting to distance itself from the relationship. My connection with that person was starting to, you know what I'm saying? As I reflect on that, boom. So again, I see where she's coming from. And again, like she said before, this man lacks experience. But to be honest with you, whether he lacked experience in a relationship or not, I don't think that is the massive factor. I just think that he's someone that is just stuck in his ways, and that's it. You know, he sees things his way, and that's the only way that matters to him. Not any other way is irrelevant to him, the way I look at it.
The problem is only from my side, but I see also problem from your side. But guess what? I become quiet.
Oh dear, now we go for the chick for tack. God damn.
Because I want this relationship to work. I'm not like you always attacking this. I become humble and absorb like Jesus Christ.
Oh, yep, here we go. Going back to the religious part again, using it against her. Once again, all right, that's cool.
On the cross, he absorbed the persecution, the humility. You know how many things I can tell you, Misha, that I don't like? 10 hours makeup.
Now he's going to go on the attack. It's crazy though, but let's pay attention to what he actually says as well.
All the messy clothes, Misha, but I don't say nothing. Maybe you need to change your attitude toward me and not just to blame me all the day.
You know, it's crazy though, because what she was saying towards him is completely different to what he's saying towards her, but we'll get there.
I'm telling you how I feel about something.
Me too. I told you how I feel about something too.
But I never said one thing to attack your character. Not one. Not a single thing.
And then that is the massive difference. Everything that you just said towards her was legit insulting her. Everything that she said towards you, there was no insult whatsoever.
If every time I share how my heart feels, you go, oh, you better not tell me how you feel, or you're going to be selfish, and I'm going to tell you that you're blaming me, that means I can never, ever, ever tell you how I feel. Do you know that no relationship in the history of ever would...
You know what, though? I know he's hurting at this point because he's like, damn, I say something, she got a response. Responses are quite good. But to be fair, though, in his mind, he's not even seeing a response as good. He's just like, damn, I can't win. But this isn't about winning the conversation, buddy. This is about understanding your partner. You're not understanding your partner. And that's why you came back with your lame ass response. Like, bruh, when my man came back with that response, I was like, nah, we need to stop this behavior.
Would ever work with people not being able to constantly through life tell each other how they feel.
We can talk about it in another 10 years. I think now I want to go take a shower, Misha.
How can you say, yeah, we'll talk about another 10 years? This guy gives 0 Fs, man. It's so tragic.
Go.
She is so done. So done. And who can blame her?
It's weird to me that a very simple conversation about how someone's feeling could be blown up to like, you're so emotional, you're so sensitive. It just rattles my brain because I cannot for the life of me make sense of that.
Well, I'm gonna tell you exactly what I said on Patreon when I did the full reaction to the full episode. I'm gonna keep it a buck. You can't make sense out of people that lack common sense. This guy is just too robotic. He's stuck in his own freaking ways. And Misha, you're never gonna get what you want out of this man. Simple 1, 2, 3. And it's clear what you want. You just want a man to feel your emotions. You know, amongst other things. Clear what you want. To be fair, what you actually require from a man is actually very easy to give. You know what I mean? It's very easy to give. So it's actually quite sad that he's unable to actually fulfill those requirements. It's a shame that, you know, it's crazy though. Like, you know, your relationship is definitely is definitely not going anywhere when when you and your partner, or when the basics can't even be accomplished in a relationship. When the basics can't be accomplished, yeah, the relationship is a wrap. You know what I mean? Like, you two haven't even moved away from the foundation part. You're still in the foundation part, which means there is no relationship. I mean, there could be, but do you really want to wait for someone to get past the foundation, especially at the stage you are at in your life? Question. But hey, you guys let me know what you're thinking. We'll talk about it. Hit a like, sub, and of course, peace.